welcome to another episode of Quickie by Pepper. Today I wanted us to have a discussion on polyamory. Basically the question that I'm putting forth is it possible to be in love with more than one person at the same time? If you're in love with more than one person at the same time, if you're in love with more than one person at the same damn time, are you just being greedy? Are you being a hoe? Or is that okay? So while I set forth to do research on the subject of polyamory, one of the questions I had is, what's the main difference between polygamy and polyamory? And according to Wikipedia, the difference between polygamy and polyamory is that when you're being polygamous, it's because the culture that you ascribe to is okay with you being polygamous, as in it's based on the culture that you come from. But when you're polyamorous, it's more of an arrangement, like a mutual agreement between people based on negotiations. It sounds very, very serious and shit, yeah. But one is based on the culture that you come from. The other one is just, we agreed, we decided to be polyamorous, and that's it. It's basically deciding to be in a relationship, like a loving, maybe sexual, maybe not relationship with more than one person. So this begs the question then, is it possible to be in love with more than one person at the same time? I personally think it's very, very possible. You can have more than the ones. You can have the one that makes you happy, the one that buys you stuff, the one that lays it down, the one that you can talk to. As in, okay, sometimes if you're lucky, you find one person with all these things. But okay, the point is, I think it's possible. It's very possible to love more than one person at the same time. I've never been in a polyamorous relationship, as in I've never decided to have to be dating more than one person, and they both know that I'm dating them, and like that's the arrangement that we have and that we have agreed upon. I've never done it, though I think it would be very interesting, because if you ask me, I'd rather be in a polyamorous relationship than shit. Yeah, like I'd rather we agree, I have you, I'm dating you, and I'm also dating you, than I cheat on you with this other person and hurt your feelings. What do you guys think? Would you be in a polyamorous relationship? A very huge debate that is still being waged and that people are still talking about is, are human beings inherently monogamous? Some people argue that human beings are not meant to be monogamous. They were just, being living it up, scattering their oats and everything everywhere. But because of diseases like STIs, they just chose to be monogamous, or because it was easier to have kids with one person, like instead of those huge families that were there in the past, they decided to be monogamous. My research is right here. I'm prepared. There are very many debates and theories that have been set forth about people being inherently monogamous. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it possible to be monogamous, like strictly monogamous? Are we as human beings inherently monogamous, or is it something that we have found? And then because we have found it, it's what we do. Because I find that with a lot of things, we do what we find. If we find that people are being monogamous, if people are being heteronormative, that's what we do. And when we conform, it becomes a problem. We're not accepted, and there's a lot of stigma associated with it. Do you know any more polyamorous people? Okay, I am rambling, but the main question, or the question that I want you to answer in the comment section below is, do you think it's possible to love more than one person at the same time? Would you be in a polyamorous relationship? And I think, what would be the pros and cons of being in a polyamorous relationship? A pro is you get to have different opinions. A woman that I know she wrote a certain book about polyamory, and one of the things that she mentioned is, I think her husband was a psychologist, and her boyfriend was a creative. So they all had different input. When she was writing her book, they all had different things to say about it. And I think that's a pro. One of the cons that I would think about is, can I think of any cons? Maybe I'm biased because I am in support of polyamorous relationships, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below if you find any interesting topics, or if you know any interesting articles written about this topic. You can put them in the comment section below so we can read and have this discussion and enlighten one another. I'm waiting to read your comments, guys. So comment, like the video, subscribe, and share it with people who you think might be interested in it. Till next time. Oh, wait. See you in the comment section.